Crunch time, coming up big when it counts.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Crunch Time, where we come up big when it counts. I'm Dom with the boys, Anthony, Sauce, and Luke. How you going?
What's happening?
Doing well.
We're back.
Back, episode 4, going along nicely, been received very well, a lot of support, we love it, and it's been fantastic. All right, we're just going to go straight to the top, where it finished yesterday, if you're listening to this, a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 days, but Goldin Auctions winter auction finished up. Just want to put it out there for a bit of discussion. Any cards that you thought were overvalued, were reasonably valued, undervalued, or just a massive surprise? So whoever wants to kick it off.
Got to start with the big one, yeah, the Kobe Refractor, BGS 10, 1.752 mil.
Nice card.
It is.
That's nuts.
As we
one
know,
of-
the epitome is Black Label. BGS Black Label is like the epitome.
Funny enough, like there's people in Clubhouse like talking about it today, and they were just going, "Oh, like genuinely think that's undervalued. It should be worth more." And I'm like, how much more can someone pay for a card? Like,
I don't know.
I mean,
I'll tell you, 3.1 extra $1 million.
oh yeah. I mean, it
I think the question is
Oh.
one person buying it, or is someone buying it to use it as fractional whatever?
I can see a card like this going fractional. I
Yeah.
think I can see it being worth 2.5, like the next sale, just straight away 2.5. If they put it up for fractional ownership and they split it up, I can see 2.5 going easy.
Yeah.
Did you see that the Patrick Bet David post? How he's a entrepreneur. He's actually really good. He's the one that he interviewed Kobe. He's a really good public speaker. He does all the business interviews. He had that card. I don't know if it's that exact card. I'm pretty sure it is. Sold it for $17,000 10 years ago.
Yeah, but you didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know
of
this was going to
course.
happen
And
10 years ago.
17,000 10 years ago is probably like that would have been a record at probably
Yeah,
at the
that would
time.
have
Probably
been a
would have
huge
been,
sale
yeah,
at the
for
time,
sure.
yeah?
In
Yeah.
all honesty, that
Kobe would have been playing as well, wouldn't
yeah,
he?
100%. That card, though,
Yeah.
like, that's the type of card that I like to backtrack and bring it all the way back. Let's turn it back 18, 24 months to when Gary Vee said sports trading cards can be valued as the modern day works of art. That card in that Black Label with the 10, with the refractor, it complements it so well. It literally looks like a piece of art.
Yeah, it does.
Sick. It looks awesome. It looks awesome in photos. It looked awesome when Ken Goldin was handling it in that video. It just looks sick. So I'm with you guys. I reckon it could go for more potentially.
You just commented on it before, but 1-to-1, if you compare one with the other, and I walk into your house and I say, look, you can pick one of these cards. You're taking that Luka 1-of-1 logo man, or you're taking that Kobe.
taking the Kobe every day of the week. Come on, man.
That's
Don't insult Kobe like that.
That's what I'm saying. So then
keep-
we're automatically attaching an extra $3 million to the value of the card if we're going on precedent.
But even if you're not basic, if you're just saying, honestly, if you are saying you
Card
don't
to
know
card.
like what
No
Ant's
value.
saying, card to card, no value, and pretend you know nothing about the two players, yeah?
Yeah.
Like Ant's saying, if you put him in front of you, I'm taking it, because you're still grabbing that Kobe slabbed. It's that card in that slab. I'm taking that Kobe. Not for the fact that it's graded. It just looks so sick in the slab as the refractor. The refractor by itself looks better than the Luka card. Way better. It just looks
Crazy.
sick.
Yeah. I agree.
It looks sick.
I agree.
Like,
100%.
and honestly, the odds of us actually seeing another one like this.
Is there one? Oh, one of two.
I think there's only
There we
two.
go.
Yeah.
One of two.
There you go. So there's two.
I reckon this second one pops up within the year, goes for at least 3. That's my prediction. I can see that happening easy.
Oh yeah, actually, think about it more and think about the mantle as well. I reckon that Kobe's
That's
cheap,
right.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, not cheap, but
Relatively, it's a steal.
yeah, bro, yeah.
The scheme of things.
And the other thing was, I posted on my Instagram. I did a 1-to-1 comparison of the Kobe to the exquisite LeBron auto patch, and more people voted for the LeBron than the Kobe. So
Yeah,
that was
I
interesting.
think I voted for the LeBron.
LeBron sold cheaper by 200K. So even that, I think, is somewhat of a steal. That one is an 8.5.
When was the last one? Well, last time one of those went up? The LeBron.
I think I voted for the freaking LeBron.
Yeah.
When was the last sale of that though? Because I reckon
that was same auction.
Oh, there was one. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
but it was an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, so 8.5 sold for 1.537 mil. Not too bad.
Oh, yeah,
Not too bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Oh, that's the out of 99 one.
Now, a funny thing, actually, because we've been talking about it a fair bit on Crunch Time, and it was just funnily enough that it's like Ken Goldin was practically begging card collectors that collect soccer to start sending their cards to Goldin auctions, bro. And that's going to bring me. Yeah.
Here he goes. He brings out the big boy.
Can't get it, Ken.
Let him know. What did you What did you hold up there? What did you hold up?
Just a glimpse.
What did you hold up? Tell us.
Messi cracked ice.
Auto.
23 of 23 auto. I might look. I'll be honest. I'll probably reveal this here first. I'm considering it. We're in talks. I'm considering it.
Well, the
reason you guys know that I've explained that. But soccer's hot.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that Haaland. What did the Haaland sell for?
That's why I brought it up. That was my surprise. Like, when I saw the price on that card, I was blown away. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I get it.
I'm shocked, but I'm not, because it's overdue. Like,
I'm with you. I said to Source, I was shocked to see it. I'm with you, Ant. It's not like it wasn't expected, but I genuinely said to Source, if we're basing off potential and we're going Luka ways, like in the NBA card market, I genuinely reckon that is a bargain. 127. Yeah. It is a bargain for Haaland.
Here's my thoughts. I'll start with that card in particular. So that card went for 124,000. Numbered 1 out of 25. It's from 2019 Topps Chrome Bundesliga. My thoughts on that card, yes, it's a steal, but if you have a look in context of its other cards, I was making a post just before this. I was going to post it up right after. You compare that to, because Haaland has multiple rookie cards, and me and Source have got into this on live. Haaland has about 4 cards which you could consider a rookie. They're all the same year. Only one of them has the rookie logo, and that was the one that just came out. So it released after this. That kit that he's in is the Bundesliga. That is when he's in Bundesliga, in a Dortmund kit. And you've got the other one with the Topps Finest, which is Salzburg kit. So my thoughts automatically went to, then what does a Salzburg Haaland do? Is that worth more? If you do the same number out of 25, what does this Haaland Salzburg kit do?
Sorry, keep going.
No, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say if that Salzburg, if in the Topps Chrome he's wearing a Salzburg kit,
the finest, Topps Finest.
Oh, I'm confusing your question now.
So what I'm saying is, like, there's so many different versions of Haaland.
Yeah.
What do the other versions, like, obviously they're going to go up, but is this the market defining this as the true rookie? That's what I looked at this sale as doing.
Well, is there an auto of Haaland that's at a lower print run?
I think there's one. I think there's an auto in Chrome, isn't there?
Than a 25? Because I'm telling you, if there's one then less than a 25 and it's a PSA 10, that'd be the market leader for that card if it came up to auction. would be looking at
Would
that
you say
as his
that
true rookie auto.
That the Topps Chrome, base card out of that would be his considered his true rookie?
Well, that's the thing. As someone that was buying up or looking to buy up, because I got outbid every single time, well before this, as someone that was looking to buy up the Topps finest Champions League, which is him in the Salzburg kit, the red kit, which is less of it's not as a premium of a product as Topps Chrome, but Topps finest, obviously it looks, you can tell he's in a different jersey, he's in his earlier kit. I thought that would be considered the true rookie. And now you look at this sale and I'm like, wow, that's big for soccer, because it means that the earliest card doesn't always determine the market leader. That's how I viewed this whole sale. But again, crazy that it sold for that much.
Unless it's Mbappe and the Panini foot sticker where he's on the car on it with Quarantine Gene, then that's an exception, because considering people still consider that his true rookie, and that is his leader in terms of you're talking about a mass produced one. This is a number to 25, so it's a bit different. But I'm talking about on the mass produced scale, let's say the Prism equivalent, the Prism equivalent in basketball true rookie. What would be that of Haaland? And it's tough to say. I would be thinking, it would be his Topps finest, which is when he played in the Champions League with Salzburg. And I would agree with you. But is that what the market says? And this is the age-old debate. Do you just go to the first card that there is, or do you go to his first official major league card, if you get what I'm saying? Obviously the Austrian league is not a major, one of the top 5 leagues. So is it sort of the first card of the player when they're playing within the major league? Because it seems as though that's the case.
That's what it looks like. But look, that Haaland went for 124. Crazy. He's impeccable with the rookie logo. Base out of not even base. To out of 10, went for he's immaculate. Went for 8.6, which is I think undervalued. Still, he's out of 10.
Was that graded?
That was BGS 9.
BGS 9. Okay.
I want you to give some advice to the person. I'm just looking at Haaland cards as we're chatting. Now, I want you to give a word of advice to the person that's listed this. I hope it's neither one of you two or three, and it's not someone that you know.
But I don't have any Haaland.
Have you got any advice for the person that's
told me? I don't have Haaland either.
Have you got advice for the person that's listed the exact same card that sold for 127,000 USD in a PSA 10, raw on eBay, listed with 13 watches at the moment for 110,000? Do you have any advice for that person?
Smart. I'm not mad at it. I do it. It's a flex. You got to admit, it's a flex. He's flexing. He wants offers of 50, 60K and just to look at this type of thing. I'm not mad at it. It's a flex.
He's got the best offer there.
But you know what else? If you compare, what's crazy, and shout out to Sunday League investors. They were the one that posted it. I didn't even cross my mind. The Mbappe gold out of 10 World Cup sold for 121,000. Not recently, back in I think August or October, and then you've got this rivalry that's already started. Started brewing between Mbappe and Haaland. But look, man, Haaland's a baller. I'm trying to get into the Haaland game. It's so overpriced at the moment. I kind of wanted them to get knocked out so I can get in, because I believe in him so much as a player. He's amazing. He's a great player. He's a future, top 5. Easy.
And he's not going to stay at Dortmund his whole career. He's going to get poached by.
That's what I'm saying. The time to move on Haaland was back in January, but I do think come Euros, when Haaland's not playing, that's the next time to buy. I can see prices going crazy now.
That's not bad advice.
And it sucks.
That's a good call.
But let me. I just want to point out one thing for the soccer. What I found really interesting is, I found a few things. The 2014 Silver Prism Messi sold for 17,000. I think I don't know if that's overpaid, but I don't rate
I think that's overs.
I don't rate that. I don't rate that as a buy.
Yeah.
It's just a World Cup prism in a silver in PSA 10. It's
You said 17, yeah? 17K?
17K.
17K.
Yeah, that's overs.
Don't rate that. I'll run you through what I don't rate before I get to what I do rate. Joao Felix of 8.6. That's a 1 of 1. So yeah, I'm not mad at that.
1 of 1 top scoring?
Nah, the Euro.
Oh,
So,
the
I
Euro.
mean, it's a later series, but it's a 1 of 1. Not mad at that.
First major tournament too.
Yeah. Portugal kit, not mad at that.
Yeah.
One of the big ones, that Maradona collection. That's beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah. That one was...
You know my opinion on that, and I broke down the numbers. It works out to $2,777 per order.
That's ridiculous.
That, guys, like, I mean, he's not signing any more autos. Like, think about it. Like, that's severely underpriced.
He's got some dual autos in there. He's got
some of them on card from
Dybala. He's got a couple with Dybala in there.
Yeah.
Is there one with Crespo in there or Batistuta in there as well? Like, there's some nice cards.
Yeah. That was definitely unders for me.
I rate that. I think those cards get sold individually. I can't see them getting. I think whoever bought that knows that they can split that up. And
for sure.
100%.
A lot of Mbappe, a lot of coloured Mbappe. I think that's what's going to happen at Goldin from now on. I think, Ken, shout out to him. He's really put a lot of emphasis on soccer. He wants more soccer. I mean, if you just compare numbers in soccer, there were 26 soccer auctions and there were 1,209 basketball. Like soccer is where a lot of the money is heading towards. I can see it keep going up. Mbappe, colored Mbappe is just going to keep,
Was it Prism?
It is what it is. Yeah, Prism Mbappe. Yeah. So you've got a blue out of 199, 18K. That's color.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Man,
it's a beautiful
18 for that.
I don't like. We spoke about this with Mbappe, man. I see that's one set that I'm not upset that it's getting value. Like it was his first World Cup. He won the World Cup.
He won.
Like what? Why shouldn't that hold value?
Yeah,
like
it
I
should.
mean, would I rather have that nice Prism card than like the Panini foot? Hell yeah, I'd rather have that card. Like I'd rather have like a numbered card out of that.
I'm gonna come out and say I've been shitting on that World Cup Prism card. I'm gonna walk that back. I'm gonna say this. Don't buy base. Buy if you can get any variant. If you can get any, even a lower grade silver. If you can get, this might be a bit of a play. I might be shooting myself in the foot here. I hope no one takes this advice. The silver new era, he's like that variant. Same
insert.
Set. Yeah, that insert.
I don't know about the inserts. Just my personal opinion.
I'm not mad at it.
Let's have
you don't rate it.
Is it a silver? A silver?
You can get silvers. So there's base and there's silvers.
And I just want people to be out there, like when he talks about don't buy the base, just remember what we know. 10 million card backlog at PSA. 10 million. And how many are BGS? Yeah,
I'm not buying base.
So
any modern cards. I'm
and
trying
a guy who we spoke to on Clubhouse, remember Doma? He said how many Mbappe's did he send off to PSA?
It was like was it 260 or something? Or
he's like half of those were optic, but like a shitload of them were Prism. Base Prism.
Yeah. Look,
660 with 4 days left.
That's Card Collector 2s as well. I reached out to him.
Oh, is it?
I wanted to get.
Oh, it is too.
I went to see if he had any spares, but no.
Like it.
Like I'm willing to pay overs for it. The thing is, like
he's that big on it.
Base scares me because you know that people are opening packs. Packs are being ripped like crazy. It's never going to stop. Don't go buy. Look at the cards that are here in this auction. None of them are base cards. You want the bigger money stuff.
It's refractors, silvers.
Try find that unique stuff. Look at that Maradona. One of 3. The disc 1976. So for 161,000.
But also part of the game is finding those base that are undervalued, potentially grading them and then moving up the ladder. And
I'm not mad at that.
And using that money to buy that numbered insert or whatever it might be. But, has a bit of that been thrown out the door now with the increasing grading, the significant wait times and all that sort of thing? Are you better off to not just wait and just buy that card when you think it's undervalued? I think, a lot of that has to be thought about, now with the grading times and where we're at in the market. You got to really take this into account, because if you don't pull the trigger on that card, say at 3K or 4K, what it might be at, and you're like, I'm going to wait till I get my base back and then sell my base and then have enough money to buy that. By the time that happens, that card could be like 11K.
100%.
And you've missed the chance to literally buy that at a reasonable price. So
I'm going to say this to wrap up that soccer thing, because look, soccer is on fire, right? This auction, these 26 pieces, every single one of them, I think it's going to be worth more a month from now. I think that the Messi 99,000 for a Messi 9.5, his rookie card, is steal. If you compare that to where Jordan is comfortably sitting at 600 now, even though that's a floor. I think these boxes are undervalued. I think there's so much potential in all these cards, and it's exciting. Like, soccer is hot right now, and it feels like back in August when soccer was hot. I'm excited.
Very nice. Any other cards in the auction that you want to make mention of?
I had one. Hold on. I had one more.
Here we go.
Oh, where's it gone?
What are you looking for? Just a quick shout out to Mickey Mantle, by the way.
What did he go for?
1.3 for a PSA 8. Mickey's just beasting and feasting. Just shout out.
LeBron Topps Chrome Black Refractor out of 500, 460. PSA 10. I just think it's cool looking. I love black refractors, and even black velocity and optic. I love that too. Yeah. Out of 500 too.
That is. I'm looking at that now. That's a beautiful card.
Yeah.
It's a nice card.
This is another one of those cards.
Only 20.
If you go through the listing, like further down, I can't remember where no, that's not the one. There's actually a base variant of that card that's sold in a BGS black label.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you get the BGS black label and you throw it on this card, it looks so sick.
Oh, imagine that.
It looks so sick. It looks just as good as that Kobe. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Just
awesome.
awesome.
I agree.
Like, if you go down, I'll try and find it.
I'll tell you what, 2005, 2006,
here it is.
collection, dual number pieces, Michael Jordan / LeBron James, dual signed with a double patch, mate.
It's lot 193 is the card. It's near it's actually underneath that Wade LeBron dual patch logo, man.
193.
Next to the Trae Young.
A lot of Jordans went up. I'm going through this now. A lot of Jordans.
Oh, did the Trae Young 101 sell? That was in this one, wasn't it?
I'm looking at the gold number to 10. Sold for 111,000.
In this one.
Wow, there's some beautiful cards out there, man.
Because I saw he had the
Oh yeah, I see it. The
Trae Young 101.
Yeah.
111.
Yeah, that's all for 111. The base BGS black label of that LeBron that you mentioned, Luke.
Yeah.
111 for the base.
111.
You want to talk about differences in grading? So you got that's perfect example right there. PSA 10 base 31K sold for 32K. Pristine 10 68. Black label 111. Same card.
Black label's the key.
And then the 9.
Yeah.
Like the 9.5 was like 10K, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what beats Black Label.
Yeah, 11K.
11K.
I'll tell you what beats Black Label if PSA had like a PSA 10, and then if they had
a diamond or something.
Echelon high.
You know that's coming, right? You know that's for sure going to come.
I know it. Point. Yeah, I know it's coming. Don't worry.
Like there's too many PSA 10s that are somewhat sketchy, and that'll come out for sure. There'll be like a black version of it.
Yeah,
they'll change that border to
you know what they're not going to do? They're not going to add a 9.5, which is what they should really already have. let's just add a 10.5.
11.
So every lemon sends their 10s in. We can charge them an arm and a leg. More cash dollars for us. Thank you very much.
That's good business, Bart.
Oh, man. Biggest stand in the fucking hobby, man. What a
I
joke.
He's
I want
lost
to point
it.
this out.
What a
Did
joke.
you boys see that blockchain card?
Which one?
Now, this actually, this was very interesting to me.
Oh,
First of all, I didn't know blockchain cards, right? So blockchain card, essentially, from what I understand, it's somewhat of an NFT owned by Panini. Is that right?
we're talking about Panini blockchain cards right now.
Yes.
I know where you're going with this.
Hold on, but they send you the actual card.
Yeah, bro. Are we? Sauce and I weren't going to talk about this.
But wait, and then it sold at auction for 196K.
I'm going to tell you one thing right now, Ant. Yeah. Now that
Am
you
I
brought it
walking
up,
into a trap?
no. Now that you brought this up, I'm going to tell you right now. All right. Unfortunately, people listening to this, you're not going to hear it till Saturday, and I apologize. But the tip is, go on the blockchain store right now, right as we're on here, and look at what the number one card is. If it's still there, it's 101. It's gold. He's in Madrid jersey. It's a sticker order, which doesn't mean shit. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, mate. Got
3
sold, brother. Got
Did it
sold.
sell?
It's gone.
It was a
What was it?
Ronaldo Gold Prism Real Madrid 101.
Gold vinyl.
Oh.
Gold vinyl. It would have sold for 16,500, I reckon. You get the blockchain card, and you get
Oh,
the
that's a steal.
and the
And they're sending you the actual card as well.
And
Oh, my
Ronaldo,
God.
what? Which Ronaldo? R9 or Cristiano?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Huh.
Gold vinyl. One of
Look at
one
him.
auto.
101.
And we were looking at it last night. It was at 18K on the Dutch auction.
Yeah, it is not. Anyone that listens to this, you're going to look at this now, and you're going to go and look, and you're going to know that you're going to get a physical card, because it tells you in the top right corner, it has the
Little
present
gift.
box wrapped in the Panini thing on the blockchain card, and that means you get the physical along with the blockchain card. Yeah,
You're
that
joking.
Ronaldo 101 would have sold for just under 17K. Ladies and gents, that card is worth 50 plus.
How do you find out what it sold for?
50 plus. That
You
card.
don't have
I'm trying
it.
to find
Oh
it now.
my God, you're
50 plus. Where do you go to get Ronaldo 101s? Autos, gold vinyls, like in a Madrid jersey. That's
And
50K.
and Prism, first year
And Prism.
La Liga Prism.
Like you're loving life, aren't you? Like really?
Oh, I can't find it. Where is it?
And guess what?
Me and Dom was saying if we had the money, we would have pulled the trigger. Like even if we could have come up the money half, because like genuinely, it's genuinely that. If
Oh,
you
here it
bought
is.
that for 18,000. You bought that for 18,000. That card is going to be 100,000.
I would have just said, I would have just bought it and sent it, like got it graded. I would have just sent it to HGA when I get in, got it graded. Who cares? And then sent it to Ken. Ken would have had no choice, but Ken, we love you, but you would not have said, I'm denying a HGA 101 gold vinyl Cristiano Ronaldo to go up for auction on your website. Because I'll tell you what, it's going to sell for a lot of money.
Does PSA grade them?
PSA will grade it. PSA will grade that card.
Because that one's raw at 196.
Which one?
That Zion that sold.
How
So-
much?
I want to know how you
Zion.
can find out how much it's sold for.
Anyway, there's a couple other cards on there. I don't know if they're still there. All right. There's
Oh,
a
isn't
Chav-
it here?
there's a
Is that what
Chavi-
it's sold for?
That's the bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how
wait,
do you find that
wait.
out?
It just says
What-
15K. I'm on the
Oh my
homepage.
god, 15,000.
15,775.
What days?
Oh
I
my
wouldn't even jumped
god!
in on that one with you.
I'm
Yeah,
dying.
we could have split that 4 ways, boys. What are we doing?
Oh my god. I don't
That's
believe
cheap,
Where-
bro.
Where'd you see that? Wait,
We seen it last night. It was on 18K
Oh.
at Dutch
I'll link
auction.
it to you.
I'm gonna give credit to the guy, to Rick on Clubhouse. You
Told
said
us about this.
you told us about this, bro, last night. You jumped in. We're doing a pre-pod for double coverage, just as we do each week, and we just brainstorm, Sauce and I. Rick's jumped in twice now, and we've had some sick conversations with him. Props to you. He alluded us to this. We went there. Sauce and I almost died. Like, I'll give you a couple other names that are on there, yeah? There's a Xavi Hernandez on there, 101,
Yeah.
which you probably get more than what it's worth on there. And I said to Rick and anyone listening, the steal there for the 101 auto, depending on what price it goes for, is the Pedri from Barcelona.
Pedri.
That's the
Is that
steal.
there?
That's there, unless it's sold.
No,
That's
it's
the
there.
play.
It's their current price is 14,489.
If you can get it for a good enough price, that's the
So
play.
I'm not paying 14 for it.
No,
but
I know, but it's a 101.
What? I mean,
Yeah.
It's a 101 rookie gold vinyl auto. No auto.
Yeah.
Hey, wait,
So,
is there
and then
auto?
there's
No
another
auto.
couple cards in there. You
Oh,
can
that's
get
no
it.
order.
Tony Cruz.
There's a Tony Cruz in there, but there's a Justin Herbert NFL Shield patch auto.
Yeah.
101, and guess what? They give you the physical card along with the blockchain card.
Do they always give you the physical card, or is it
it's
only
just
some?
a new thing. Rick was telling us
right.
that this
Okay.
is a new thing that they're doing, and Source and I have always spoke about it, but we never spoken into existence. That blockchain, Panini Blockchain, is pretty much just Top Shot.
That's I've been thinking about
It's
this
the
for the last
NFT
week
version,
or so.
but no one's jumped on it.
Yeah.
But just think about it now. You go buy your NFT.
Saucy, can you edit
blockchain
this whole thing out?
You know what I'm saying? You get your NFT blockchain card, but guess what? We'll give you the physical. So you're pretty much getting double the money investment. You're paying for one thing, but you're doubling your money off the bat.
I know what I'm doing for the rest of tonight. Just going through this.
There must be priced pretty high.
But
No, it is priced high. It's all on Dutch auction. It's all on Dutch auction that run over like 4 days, 5 days. And like, I mean, a lot of the stuff here is priced significantly higher.
Yeah. There's a Rakitic as well.
Yeah, but just think about this, yeah. You're technically, people have bought those blockchain cards for $5,000-$10,000 before. I don't know if you know about this. If you go back and look at past history, you think about this. You're technically paying $15,000 for the blockchain card. People have bought 101s for $15,000. So what's to say you just go buy the blockchain card and list it on the marketplace for $18,000, make a cheeky $3,000 profit there. But guess what? Your UPS airmail comes on express post to your house, and guess what? I got the physical card. Are you for real?
That's
and
huge.
The physical card raw is probably worth $50,000 the moment you open it out of the packaging before it's even sent for grading. You've made 3 times your money.
I don't understand, but like
this is too good to be in this podcast.
Bro, I'm cutting out everything. What is going? Like, I almost died. Like,
so is it the ones with the gift at the top? Is that?
Yeah, which is like
the
all the
little gift thing, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. And if you click, that's the one. If you click on that, it'll say in a red box, it gives a disclaimer, meaning that you're going to get the physical card with the NFT blockchain version of the card.
It does too. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I almost died. Sauce and I were like, what is happening? Like,
wait till soccer get on-card autos. Right?
Yeah.
I'll put some money into this. Because there is something about... But even I liked it.
All I'm saying is this, yeah. I
just want to buy one, even if it's someone not that good.
But just think about this, yeah. And people keep comparing Top Shot to the card hobby, yeah. It's not the same. This is where it is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blockchain version is the same. But
and you're getting the real card.
But I'll tell you one thing, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. And if you're listening out there, this is. I'm sorry, Top Shot. I don't want to burst your bubble and make you feel bad. But am I going to go buy a pack and get a clip that's worth $250,000 that's at a print run of $26,000? Yeah. And you don't technically own that because it's not, as I mentioned in Clubhouse and I mentioned, it's not legitimized because you haven't got the exclusive rights to that. Someone can still watch that on YouTube. I'm not saying you can watch them all on YouTube. I'm just saying to make them all legitimized, you should physically own it. And the only other people that can use it is the NBA and Panini if they have to. But I spoke to Chris in Clubhouse, Chris Hoge, and he actually said there's a lot of laws and regulations around that and they actually can't do that. Or on the flip side, you go spend $19,000, you get the NFT for $19,000, and guess what? You get the physical card. So you get to own the physical thing. So even if you lose the fucking NFT, who gives a shit? You still got the physical thing. I'll tell you what. If my Panini blockchain got hacked and I lost the Ronaldo 101, but I had the physical card, I couldn't give a shit. But if my Top Shot account got hacked and I lost all my moments, then I would give a shit. Difference is I can sell the blockchain and get my money straight away, or I have to put in a 2-week release clause to pull my money out of Top Shot with no guarantee that I'm going to pull it out.
I'm looking at these and like, this doesn't.
Am I speaking sense or am
This
I
is
speaking
It's
like
look, you don't have
is
to. You
crazy.
preach it to the choir here, Dom. You preach it to the choir. When we found out this by Rick off Clubhouse last
Shout
night.
out Rick at Clubhouse. Jesus.
boys? I'm not.
Oh,
trying
but
to
I
preach to
knew
you,
about this, but I didn't realize that.
I knew about the blockchain. I didn't realize you get the
Yeah,
card
I-
as well.
No, this is something new that they're doing.
It
This
is
is
new,
new.
yeah.
It's about this logo, bro. This little freaking card wrapped in an envelope with the bow on the on the block. He told us, and we were like, "What is?" By the way, excuse us, listeners, or viewers, if you're watching this. Like, this is excitement level to the point of like we're talking about NFTs coming into the trading card hobby, but representing something, but also you get to share the intangible moment with your friends, but you also get to share the tangible moment also with your friends. This is the difference. You got the best of both worlds, which we never thought that would be possible. I never thought a card company would say, here, I'd give you the physical and give you the virtual. Like, that makes no sense. You're like, where are you going with this? Surely there's a catch. Are you trying to take me on a ride? That's seriously.
They're really trying to push this NFT stuff so much that that's what they're doing. That's what it is.
Honestly, it could
What
be.
do you think happens? Like, this obviously isn't like, I don't know. I'm assuming this isn't common knowledge, right? What do you think happens when everyone realizes that there's a one of one and you can get it and then you can sell it at Goldin for 3 times the price? Like, I'm sure that this Zion was bought from like 50K.
Yeah, do you want to know what happens? Exactly what Rick said to us, and it makes perfect sense now that you're saying you can send it to Goldin. He said every NFT that preceded or that came before these that no one took seriously, that were one-of-ones, they're just going to explode. Explode. Even if you don't have the physical card, the fact that a blockchain or an NFT version of the card is getting put on a Goldin auction and selling for ridiculous prices, the ones that have come before it, that sets a precedent for them.
He put a freaking Giannis Top Shot moment on there, rookie Top Shot moment. So I'm sure if you gave him a one-of-one blockchain Panini card, he would.
I got a thought on that.
Yeah,
I think that Top Shot, I think he did that as a more of a publicity thing. Because that brings in a whole new crowd and it makes a good, like, he went on the news for it and everything. Like, I think it's a good little publicity.
100%. But he's an auction. In the end of the day, he's an auction house. So
he's a smart guy.
You try and sell as much as you can because you're called Ken Goldin, not Ken Tangibles. Like, let's be honest. Like, seriously.
Tangibles.
Seriously. I'm only selling items that are tangible. Like, that makes no sense. Yeah. You go and you adapt with the market. It just makes sense. Like, I completely agree. It's a smart move. But
I can't believe that.
I got a question.
Go on.
So 10 let's say 10 years time, you can get like a frame for your house, like for your living room or whatever, and it projects an NFT. What would you rather? Would you rather one of one of, I don't know, who are we going to say?
Ronaldo.
One of one Luka logo man, we'll use that. Or Luka hitting a game-winning shot as a Top Shot moment. What would you rather have projected in your house? Just like Source has got that Kobe frame in the background.
But what's going to happen? Like, am I going to like press a little button and it's going to bring up like a holographic thing and it's going to play like in a holographic 3D sort of thing? If that's the technology, I want the fucking moment. I don't give a fuck about some card. If it's something that, because like, I mean, it's going to move. I mean, when technology is coming, it could come up and you literally press a button and it brings up a 3D holographic and it shows that moment in live time.
Well, that's AR. That's probably the future of like AR, like augmented reality.
I'm thinking on a basic level of just it's like a photo frame and it just projects it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's got maybe some effect. It's not just plain like a poster, but it's got some sort of effect. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Bro, we just fucking...
I think the moment... I'd take the moment if I was there or something. So say I was there, and I saw that, Luka hitting a game-winning shot. I'd probably take the moment. But yeah, it's an interesting one.
Are people going to be displaying, freaking Grant Williams layup in their display or what? They're all those ones. They'll be absolutely worth.
But in saying that, that's the point of a chase, isn't it? Like you chase the big hits.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same premise.
Thing. It's the same thing. It's two different hobbies, but it's the same premise. You collect Top Shots the same way you collect cards to get the best card, to get the best moment.
Have you recently looked at your Booker moment that you sold? Is it gone back up or?
Oh, let's do a live reaction right now. I don't look at Top Shot. I'm off Top Shot.
But your money's stuck in there.
I dabbled in it. My money's stuck in there. I can't get it out. I haven't lost a cent. That Devin Booker is now. Oh, that's disgusting.
No,
it's under 1,000. Most of them are selling 880. Got down to 750.
Oh,
the market's down on Top Shop at the moment. Let's just say.
What was it down to?
Anyone out there?
So lucky.
What is it? 750? Yeah.
It got down to 750, which is half, pretty much, of what I paid.
Wow, lucky.
One thing I
could see this happen though. Like there was.
That's dirty.
It was literally like FIFA. People are listening, trying to get out of this market. They're like, I don't trust this. And sure enough, I don't know. It's gone to shit. Like, doesn't look good. What were you saying, Source?
I was saying I just want people to realise that they're still in beta version, right? And they say they've got this much user base. Well, I know for a fact of a person that has 320 accounts. I'll say that again. One person has 320 accounts.
Not possible, apparently, according to Top Shot. It's not possible.
They can shut the hell up. He has 320 accounts.
This guy have 300 emails as well, like 300 separate email accounts.
Yeah.
How does this work?
Well, he's a sneaker. He's a sneaker guy. You know sneaker guys.
Yeah.
How many emails? How many revolt cards they got? How many different phone numbers they got? They're set up. They got all these setups coming out of their asshole, man. Like,
he's got a bot that creates the emails for him, so he does shit all.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And the funny thing is, all the emails are all forwarded to one email, so you only have to check one email. So you check one email and you get all the emails from the other 319 emails. So all this shit is like set up Mickey Mouse, yeah?
Yeah.
And if that's one guy doing that, 320 accounts, and I know of other multiple people with 10 to 15 accounts, how artificial is that user base?
Well, what are they doing? They're just spamming the packs and hoping
spamming the packs. So they either spam the packs, open them, sell the moments, or spam the packs and sell the pack. So they'll buy the $2.99 pack that released, over All Star, and some of them sold that same pack for $700 without even opening. And the best part is they're selling that for $700 PayPal. So they're getting their money out because people are giving it to them in PayPal, and then they gift the pack to them.
Yeah.
So who's the smarter one? I think they're pretty smart by doing that. Like, man,
This reminds me of every clubhouse room. We go straight. All
right, let's move on. Let's move on from this.
No, I don't hate Top Shot. I shouldn't say that. I don't hate Top Shot. I believe somewhat in the platform, but it doesn't interest me like cards.
No, that's fine.
That's how it is right now.
Let's be honest. We got onto the topic because of blockchain technology, Panini Blockchain. That is relevant to our hobby and our discussion. And the reason why it's relevant to that is because, as we mentioned, if you're tuning in late, you skip forward because we're blabbering on. You get the physical card with the blockchain card, which is just stupidity. But it's stupid that it works. But I still don't get it, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, we are flying for time at the moment. Let's get into something quickly. We may need to skip something, we may not, but let's get into SGC's new marketing approach. And you want to? It's like guerrilla warfare, basically.
We'll do a quick one. We'll do a quick one.
Yeah, that's all
right. Look, I'm not mad at it. Like what they're trying to do. Like they fucked up. They came into the market. They said, look, we're going to take everyone's cars. We're going to grade them really quickly. And they tried to go for this like we're better than PSA. We can get it back quickly, type of thing. Come to us. They got flogged with like Gary V endorsed them, didn't they? Didn't he?
Yeah, he said before that he likes their slabs. Yeah,
they got destroyed. They got bombarded with the amount of cards that came into their warehouse, whatever. Then it took them longer than PSA, and it was a fuck up. It was a minor fuck up. They're trying to come back. They're trying to rebrand. They're taking this approach again. You know what I mean? They're trying to be aggressive with their marketing. I'm not mad at it. I'm not sending my cards to SGC. Like, for me, right now, I've got cards here. If I want to get them rated, it'll go PSA, HGA, BGS, SGC.
Oh.
And it'd be very tough for me to send to SGC knowing that HGA is out there. HGA excites me, and it gives me that, like, this is the new kid on the block, and I prefer the way they're doing it. I prefer the way they went about the price increase, where they just said, look, we're not increasing our prices. Tyler seems like the type of guy to say, fuck you guys, this is how I'm doing it, this is my business, how I'm running it. I like that, I respect that. I reckon that's, if I had a grading company, that's how I want to do it. There's a lot of slander this week about one of HGA's cards had the grades 9, 9, 8.5, and 9, but it got an overall 9.5. He jumped in those. It was on card porn. He jumped in those comments within 10 minutes, just cleared up the thing, said, "Look, it was a mistake. We reached out to the person, getting the card back. We're going to give it back out for free. We're not charging anything for postage." That's how we do it here.
That's customer service.
Good. That's good.
I rate that. So, yeah.
Especially with the AI. Sorry, man. Keep going.
Go on.
I was going to say with the AI technology, I think they are somewhat of. I think people want to try it out and see how the AI is. If PSA and BGS we're all assuming going to follow suit. I think HCA being the first one to do that makes them very different to the other two. So yeah, definitely
soccer to HGA.
go. What was it? Sorry.
I would send soccer to HGA.
Yeah,
I reckon there's some market there.
Slabs look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Sancho I sent to the group the other day.
Yeah, it was sick. That looked
the
good.
Makoko as well. Yeah.
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 I think
so. Yeah, SGC, cool. You're coming back. You're trying to make a move. It's going to take a lot to get.
Yeah, but especially with their new pricing, like explain that. Like they were formerly $10 a card. I understand you got to raise your prices because you've expanded, and yes, that's fine. Like which grading company hasn't raised their price? I mean, HGA came on the market with the base price of $20 and $30. Yeah, for their bottom two submission levels. But to go from $10 to $25 when the value isn't there on the secondary market for your slabs, people aren't going to want to send their cards there. You're not enticing people. Maybe at $15, $18, yeah, you're enticing people to send their card to you, especially if you're meeting turnaround times. But at $25, I really don't think you are. Like, you should be trying to get people to send those $5 to $10, $15 cards that people were causing the backlog at PSA with to you. You should be getting them sent to you, so you can start being like the low end masters of the hobby. I mean, people are going to send high end stuff occasionally, but let's be honest. If you want to send your high end, you're going to send it to BGS and PSA. That's just how it is.
You just gave them a good business plan there.
I mean, look, I've given a lot of companies a good business plan. None of them listen to me, especially one of them called PSA. They don't listen to me for sure. But it's probably because I've abused them more than 30 times. But I just think they went about it wrong. I'm with Anth. Like, good luck to him. Like, good luck to them on that point. Like, I commend them for pretty much writing an apology letter to their customers saying, we fucked up.
That was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I like that shit. I like the companies that do that. Look, guys, we fucked up. And they worded it. They worded it really well. They go, hey, guys, remember us? Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And transparency
That's
is
right.
the key, really.
I think maybe some of these companies are looking at HGA and the movement that they're making and the way they're taking customer service and the way you've got they're so active over the socials, addressing things and always talking to their customers. I mean, you see HGA, they put out posts on their Facebook group and they get 300 comments, and you scroll through and you've got replies after reply from HGA, just reply, so many replies to individual issues, individual comments, and I mean, PSA ain't doing none of that shit. Beckett ain't doing none of that shit.
I'll be honest with you. I've heard a few things in different forums that the marketing struggling in terms of like for PSA, in terms of like their content and whatnot on their socials. It's no excuse, but in a sense, with the backlog and everything, and HGA obviously coming out and doing 2 drops now, so 4,000 cards a week. They're dropping the supply per each user to 5 cards. Instead of the 10, they dropped it down so more people can get a taste of their product, which is good. People haven't even had backlash to that because they're just like, oh, I'm lucky to get in because it's a limited thing. As you know, people love limited shit. Like, oh, I got to get in and beat everyone. Like, oh, I missed it. Oh, here's the drop again. It's like Top Shot. Oh, I missed it.
When's the drop time? Is it Friday or something?
It's a Saturday here in Australia. I believe there's 2 drop times. One's like in the morning around about 9 o'clock, and then like in the arvo about 1 o'clock. Australian Eastern Daylight around that.
Week.
But if you need to find out any information, anyone who listens to this, just go follow their Facebook page. They put all the information out there on their Facebook page. You know what time they're doing and everything. And then there's also a bit of a trick to it. You know, you go in there prior, you preload your cards so that they're sort of already saved in your account, and then jump in the queue. I think the queue opens 15 minutes before the time, so be ready to jump in the queue, and then it randomizes it a bit like it's pretty much the same way as Top Shot. Pretty much what Top Shot's doing. It's exactly the same.
Is there bots on this yet, or what?
Yeah, there will be eventually.
Yeah, I was going to say,
literally,
can't be far off.
The roundabout of where I'm going with this whole thing, with the price change, HGA, this and that, replying to card porn stings, and then going and reimbursing them and doing jobs for free. You can be the biggest PSA lover. You can be the biggest BGS lover. You can defend them to the cows come home, yeah? You can be PSA reps. You can be BGS reps. You can be whatever you want. But deep down inside, I'm being everyone's psychologist here, yeah? Deep down inside, you are shitting yourself. Honestly, you are shitting yourself. Their technology is better than you. Their customer service is better than you. You can't tell me you're not pooing yourself just a little bit. I don't care if you've got 10 million cards in backlog and you go, yeah, but it's 10 million cards to come through the door.
PSA can fix this, but
I know. They can.
Look, PSA, hear me out. Look at you. Go spend some money on some crazy good customer service. Have like live chat on your website. Have it like that. Where are my cards? Let me look this up. Done. They're here. Look, delay. Done. It should be so much money poured into their customer service. Don't let HGA take market share off you. I know that you're the top dog, but these things can change. Don't let that. If I'm PSA, I'm not letting HGA get like steam because they're going now.
That can't be complacent if you're at the top like that.
We did the numbers.
Employ your ass in. That team's going to come employ you, bro.
Should I lay out the numbers, Doma?
I'll be in charge of this Australian office. If you want to open up an Australian office, let me help you out. I'm ready. And I get Saucy to give me pointers on how to run this shit.
Sauce will be your CFO.
Oi, Sauce, what do you reckon it is?
I'll
be the last person PSA hires, that's for sure.
Mate, no, you're the last person that you think they should hire, but you should probably be the fucking first person that they hire.
Oh, man.
The biggest critics are the ones with the best advice.
The numbers, I'll run the numbers, right? So the numbers go like this. In 12 weeks' time, they're predicted to be doing 10K cards a week, right? So 12 weeks from today, that leaves 30 weeks left in the year. That means over that next 30 weeks, there'll be 300,000 cards graded, right? Plus the 50K that graded in the 12 weeks leading up to that, plus already the 50K that are already graded. So there will be, by the end of the year, somewhere between 400,000 to 500,000 HGA graded cards on the market. Now, that is a really, really good sample size to see where their slabs are being how their slabs are being recepted in the hobby, and how their values hold up against the other grading companies. And I think once we get that point, once we get to the end of the year, and if he is get to that point where he's getting 10K cards a week, and I mean, who knows? He could do 10K cards a week for 5 weeks, and he might extend to be like, oh, we can do 15 now. So we don't know.
I think there's going to be like a point where the jump, like I can imagine the jump between 5 and 10 is manageable. I can imagine the jump between 10 and 20 might be manageable. But then once you're asking for 50K, once you get into those big numbers, it'll be tough. They're going to have to like really be careful with that.
Yeah, but I think that's when they get to the point where they actually do raise their price. That's where you raise your price, because obviously you need to have more machinery, you need to have
more employees,
more space, more all these things. So I think that's where they might raise their price.
More than
maybe
anything,
maybe they enter in another tier. That's because at the moment their longest tier is 60 days. Maybe they do a 90-day or a 100-day tier. And maybe that's where people pay $20 for that, and then $25 is for 60 day, and then $30 might be for 30 day. You know what I mean? Like so. I
look at the people behind the companies, and that determines my level of investment in that company. So I trust Nat Turner. I trust that group. I'll invest my cards at PSA. I do actually trust this Tyler Hitt.
Totally.
I trust him. I think the way he words things and the way he spoke on your podcast, the way on Double Coverage, and the way he spoke on Lucas Tigers and Bronze podcast. Both those podcasts for me, I listen to both of them in full, which I very rarely do. Listen to a podcast. I like the clips. Both times, the way he spoke about what he's trying to do, I'm like, I'm gonna have to send some cards that way.
100%. That's the whole thing, customer service, and we'll see how it goes in the next X amount of weeks, and we'll see any changes and how other companies come out and they make statements, I guess, and want to live up to things and put things into place. So, but let's move on to the last segment very quickly. Culture in cards. Luke, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, culture in cards. Something I look at when I'm looking to pick up a card and sort of scouting players and stuff like that is not just on-field performance. Obviously, that's the biggest driver of their market and their prices, but also what they're doing off the court, off the field. If it's soccer, if it's whatever. It's just something I look at. Are they doing something unique? Are they doing something interesting? A few of the examples I've had up are. Let's have a look.
A lot of the gamers, I like that. People are
gamers,
playing...
I've seen OBJ's been playing a bit of I don't know what he's playing. I've been seeing it on YouTube though. So I've got Damian Lillard and he's rapping. That's one of the ones we got there.
Yeah.
Matisse Thybulle, lesser known than the other guys I've used. The other guys we've sort of discussed through these, and his vlogs during the bubble. He hasn't done one for a while, but I was really enjoying those, to be honest. What did you guys think?
No, I reckon it was awesome. It gives you more of a personable interaction with the player.
Yeah.
Compared to just watching them on the court.
That's the thing. I think that's sort of where I'm going with these. Like, there's other things that players are able to boost their popularity by and get a bit more interaction with the fans and stuff like that.
I think with the gaming, sorry, Ant, as you mentioned before, like Josh Hart's another guy. He plays a lot, a lot of COD, Fortnite. He's another good one.
It's all about attention. At the end of the day, the players that get more attention obviously will be more popular, so the cards are subsequently going to go up. That's how I look at it. I think players like Devin Booker does his gaming, but I think players like that, they relate more to the younger generation, which are going to be a lot of the bigger, not bigger investors, but the ones that are more active in buying and selling cards. And I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Even little things like Giannis at the All-Star game, with his kid, and that like that brings in this like, oh, look at him, he's such a good dad, and like, oh, I love him, I'm gonna go buy a card. Not to mention he's just a great player. He's one of the top 3 player. He's also like a great personality. He's got that personality as well. That's why I think Luka as well. I think Luka's a big portion of the love for Luka is Luka's just a great guy type of thing. Like he's very good on the mic. He's got banter. Yeah, I agree with it. It's a good take.
Yeah, I think it's something that should maybe not your main priority when you're looking at sort of investing in a player or whatever, but I think it's something that should be taken into consideration. And I think it makes it a bit more, personable when you buy the card too. But yeah, I'll sort of already discuss that. But yeah,
you got to look at it in a collector's mindset, and maybe possibly collectors, find this intriguing. Like, who knows, man? People collect random guys for no reason, and maybe there might be collectors out there for a guy because, he does do Twitch streaming, and they like to watch his streams and see what he's playing and things like that. And especially if you get ones that are like playing with their fans, I mean that right there is like gold. Because especially if they're into the cards, and they're playing them with their fans on like Fortnite or whatever it might be, whatever they're playing, I think that creates a real it's a down to earth. Like, I mean, they're an NBA player, yeah, they're like an idol, but they're playing the same Fortnite game you're playing on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So
it was like that 2K tournament they did. Do you remember that?
Correct. All the virtual tournaments they did.
Yeah.
F1. Like F1 even had their the professional drivers versus esports F1 drivers. That was awesome. Like, sick. It gives you. It brings them onto our level because
of course.
They're superstars and their fame and stuff.
I'll give you an example about one of the collector ones. Shout out to TB Cards, good dude. On my Shy one, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he was saying I love fashion. That's actually one of the reasons why I love buying Shy cards or Shea cards.
Yeah,
so I think that the collecting SGA, yeah.
Everyone calls him SGA.
Yeah.
And for the record, I only buy SGA because he's a baller. And I
none of the fashion? Nah.
It's got nothing to do with the fashion. Got nothing to do with fashion. I mean, not for anything. I ain't got nothing on SGA and his fashion. Let's be honest. He's balling out in that game. He's balling on and off the court. Especially with his fashion game, it's on point. But
definitely.
That is that. I mean, I could see how people take it into account. And then. It's brand building 101. These guys being relatable, and that will get you collectors. And the way that the hobby's going, you're getting more and more NBA players acknowledging the hobby. Yeah,
100%.
And just players of sports in general acknowledging the card hobby, and I think it's going to open some cool doors, man. It's going to open some cool opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised if there's somewhere down the track, like stuff that Terry Rozier was doing with his Top Shot, buy my Top Shot, meet the team. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like that in cards, but
I can see that.
If you own my 101 logo, man, let's meet. You know what I mean?
I had this. I'm not going to do it because Ant's going to fucking lose his shit. If I bring it back to Top Shot, he's going to lose it, bro. I'm not going to do it. I might keep it next week. Do you want to hear it?
Summarize it.
Summarize it in 1 minute, yeah? I'll summarize it in 1 minute. Tell me if I'm stupid with this take. But Mark Cuban was like, Top Shot, yeah? And he's like, we should invest in Top Shot and the tickets should have a Top Shot moment attached to it, yeah? Why doesn't Mark Cuban become the pioneer? He's probably already thought about this, man. He's like entrepreneur, he's a billionaire. But if you want to take some advice from me, I'm happy. But you got your tickets and you make it a bit like the lottery. What's to say that there's a game-winning shot? One random ticket out of the audience, out of 26,000 people, gets the one-on-one of that moment. That's how you make it special, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you take it to the next level. The only way you can get, or make it that the only way you can get those clips is you actually got into the gates to that game. So that makes it, think about it on a business level. If Top Shot becomes crazy, people are just going to go out and pay for the ticket just so they can get the moment from that game.
You'll see Cavs games filled. You'll see every game filled.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not a businessman or anything.
Interesting.
It makes sense. I'm not mad at that take. I'm not mad at it.
That's all right. I just didn't want to waste your time, man. I got to bring some value.
Anyway. There's a whole thing about Clubhouse becoming like a Top Shot haven, but that's a separate story.
No, we're not getting. No. All right, let's finish it off. Fire and flame. Is there any fire cards or anything that you want to flame in the hobby for this week? There's nothing to wrap it up, but
I'm gonna say. Well, I mean, one thing that I've been looking at fire is 2004 Flair LeBron James card. So second year LeBron James card Flair. It is from the Flair set of. It's made by Flair. I think it's called Flair. I mean, it's a nice card. I think it's just a clean, nice card. Second year, it's not too expensive. Every person on the planet can afford one at some level, and I just think, when all the rookies are up over 150 raw. Even for his shit bazooka one, which just baffles me that people pay so much for that bazooka card.
It's because it's sort of like a cartoon. Is that why?
I was looking at that the other day.
It looks freaking dreadful. Sorry.
Too bad.
He was like, it doesn't look too bad yet. It just says 2003. 2003. That's what people say. It's not bad, but it's. I think that's a nice set, and I think. Flair in general, I mean, I'm a bit annoyed at myself because I actually had the offer. I got offered a Kobe 1996 Flair Showcase rookie PSA 9. I think at the time was only about 400, and I was like, I turned it down 450. I think it's like an $1,800 card now. So, but yeah, it's Flair in general. I think just type that in. Flair. There's been across it's obviously runs into that early 2000s and also from the 90s era. There's a few different Flair across those years. Just have a look at that.
Nice.
Nice.
Anything else?
Good wrap up.
Nothing?
No, I'll keep mine. It's all right.
Easy. All right. Well, it's been Dom, Luke, Ant, and Sauce. It's been crunch time coming up big when it counts. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Peace out.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crunch Time.